Hello everybody, it's Georgie Burns again. Today I'm here to show you how I made this card using the Animal Outing stamp set. And we're going to use the kangaroo and also the sentiment Wild About You. To make this card you will need a white card base measuring 8 1/4 by 5 7/8, scored at 4 1/8 and folded in half, and then burnish that with a bone folder. You'll also need a piece of white measuring 3 7/8 by 5 5/8 for the inside, a piece of soft suede measuring 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, a piece of whisper white measuring 3 5/8 by 5 3/8, another piece of soft suede measuring, I think that's 2 inches by 5 1/8. Yeah, by 5 1/8. Then you need a piece of whisper white measuring 2 7/8 by 5 inches. And then a piece of designer series paper, this is from Nature's Poem, measuring 1 3/4 by 5 inches. A piece of soft suede measuring 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and I used the large stitch frames, the square one, which is this one here, and just cut that out. So to get started we need to stamp this kangaroo, and I've not mounted any stamps, so right, we're going to use Memento black ink to stamp him. Move that out of the way. Hopefully there's a little mark on this card, but I can rub that out afterwards. Right, put him to one side to dry. Clean my stamp. Nice and clean. Right, just pop him to one side to dry while we put our card together. Need that for the sentiment. Right, what we're going to do is pop all this together, so I need some wet glue. Stick my white card on the inside. Stick this on here, hopefully nice and straight. That's it. and then attach that to that, and the designer series paper. I do like this Nature's Poem designer series paper, it's quite nice. And then this gets put down there. Let's place this on our card. Right, before we place this on, we need to stamp our sentiment, and I'm going to use Wild About You. And we're going to use crumb cake ink. And that should fit lovely there. Just let it soak into the paper. And there you are. Which is quite nice. Now we're going to place our designer series paper on. That looks quite nice like that. Stick the lid on my glue so it don't dry out. Right, move that to one side, and we're going to colour this in. But first I'm going to rub off this mark. I don't know where that's come from. There they are. It's gone. So to colour them in, we need blends. So I have got light and dark smoky slate and light and dark crumb cake. So I'm going to start with my crumb cake, and we're just going to just put bits where the stamp has done it for us. And his nose. Oh, I know what I forgot. I forgot to open his eyes. Right. And just put over. There you are. I don't like their eyes closed. I didn't do it on this one, but I've done it on this one. Right, with the light crumb cake, we just colour it in. I don't know if anybody of you have had the same trouble as me with your blends, that they're running out far too quickly. But in a video before this, I've actually shown you how to re-ink your blends. And this crumb cake light was the first one I re-inked. And I think it has worked really well. As I got another crumb cake, somebody else's, not mine, and tried them out for shading, and they're both exactly the same. So, which pleased me no end. Right, his belly bit, or I don't know what you'd call this bit, yeah, his belly bit. I do that in dark, around the koala. Because if he's got a joey in there, or a koala in this case, this bit of his belly won't get the sun, so it won't lighten the fur. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Right, colour the koala in, and smoky slate light. And the dark for the nose. I also want a bit of Old Olive Light, just to ground him. And that's that done. So now we just glue this onto the soft suede square. Oops. And we're going to attach that to the card with dimensionals. So I'll just grab some dimensionals. That's a bit near the edge. That's it. Take off the backings, put them in the bin, and place this just about there. And then all we've got to do, like I do with all my cards, is add some gems. I've got these gold button type gems, so I'm going to place one up here, one down here, and one here. And so that's it. It's a card I've made with you just now. And that's the card I made before. So this is using the new designer series paper called Nature's Poem, and this one was just a what do you call it? One I made up myself using a mask. That's what they're called, a flowered mask, and I just kept turning it until I got that. It looked like a camouflage effect. I do like that one better with the paper. So if you're pleased with that and you'd like some more, just press the subscription button and the bell next to it, and you'll be notified when I uplift any more videos. All I can say now is thank you for visiting. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.